That. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
50 seconds to Mike. It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
And Lobo.
Here we go. Switch.
80 weapons. Bravo. Fight.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Seals-Jones. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. To Michel on the screen.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
60 or. Hey, Sam off. Snap.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target. And it's second down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried a stress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
49's the money. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the 5-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, it was second and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
61, match box, right. Rock it.
Michelle going to try again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Hey, man. What?
X3. 218, jump. Screen. 49, check 49.
Here's Fournette. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, tight. 57 the mark.
Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Dorsett. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Mullins now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Robert Foster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along.
Hey, Echo.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
Hey. Hey. High 7. Blue draw quarters. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it.
Young Trip is here, baby. Young Trip is here.
Down.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Hey, alert three, alert three.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's go, baby.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Five.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Come on, set.
Mullins now, 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And down inside the 15 he goes. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
50, plant.
Mullins and the offense with a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Let's go now. 18, Gator. Go.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
Defense.
Second and 14. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but now it's third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go right back to Singletary. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
We got 4.
Hey, Alpha.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Target.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
70, Indy. Go on, go on.
First down, Patriots.
Check. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On first down, Michelle. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
34. Bills nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Aaron Lynch in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Dorsett on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Hey, foxtrot.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the out.
Hit it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Alert, alert!
I'm going back to you.
Hey, Charlie!
57. Mike, 57.
Now Allen. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
56.
Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Let's go. 30 base. Hey, wahoo!
Let's go.
5.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Complete to Dorsett. A very solid gain of 27. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Patrick Peterson from his quarterback spot whirling in for the sack.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They'll throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Singletary here running out of the gun.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Allen to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Now a run with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Go get some. He don't want it. Check. 53's Mike. Check.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins champ.